Hello and welcome to another numbers edition of Apple a Day. In this episode, I'm continuing my series on date and time functions in Apple numbers. Today, I'm going to cover the hour, minute, and second functions. I've already got a document open, so let's get started. So all three of these functions, hour, minute, and second, take a single parameter, which is the time parameter. Now, the time can be just the time by itself or can be date and time. Either will work the same way. So let's start with hour. I've already got a cell selected, so I'm going to type in the equal sign to bring up the formula editor. Type in the word hour and return. And as I said, it takes a single parameter, the time parameter. Now I can type in a time or date and time, but instead I'm just going to use the now function to return the current date and time. And press return. This returns the hour of the specified time. It returns that in a 24-hour format. I'll get back a number between 0 and 23, where 0 is midnight and 23 is 11 p.m. So right now it's 2:58 p.m., so this should return 14, which is 24-hour time for 2 o'clock p.m. And it does, it returns 14. Now, if only a date without time is entered, then this will always return 0. Any date in numbers that does not have any time associated to it is considered to be midnight. So I'm going to delete this and start over, and I'm going to type in hour again and return. But instead of putting in a time, I'm going to put in only a date. So I'm going to type in the word today to give me the current date. So this should return 0 for the hour because a date by itself does not have a time property, and it should return midnight. And it does. And the same thing would apply if I were to type in a date, 2023-09-09. So obviously I've typed this in as year, month, day. So that's September 9th, 2023. Hit return, and it returns 0 because there was no hour specified. So also with hour, you can type in an absolute time, which is just hours, minutes, and seconds separated by a colon. So I can type in shift quote 05:00:00 for 5 o'clock. And let's say we want it PM. Close the quotes. So that should return back 17, which is 5 o'clock PM in a 24-hour clock. And it did. So you can see that that extracts the hours value from a time which is entered in quotes as hours, minutes, and seconds. So you can also pull the time parameter from any cell. So I'm going to click on over here and I'm going to enter in a time, type in say 08:12:22 a.m. and then we'll do another one, say 12:32 and 15 seconds p.m. So I'm going to go up here, just type in the equal sign and hour, return, select this cell and press return. And I'm going to copy it and paste it to the one underneath it. And you can see it pulled the hours out correctly. 8 for 8 a.m. and 12 for 12 p.m. Okay, so moving on, I'm just going to clear these out. Let's go over the minute function. And as you probably already have figured out, minute works the exact same way as hour. Instead of pulling out the hour from the time, it pulls out the minutes. So I'm going to type in the equal sign again to bring up the formula editor. I'll type in the word minute and press return. And you can see it takes the same parameter of time. So I'm going to click on the time that I created here. So this should return 12 for the number of minutes. I'm going to press return again. And it did. And obviously if I paste this in here, it should return 32. And it does. Pulls the minutes out from the time. And just like in hour, you can go in and type in minute. And you can put in the now function, which gives you the current minute. Now, when you do use the now function, these numbers will change as the document is modified and the time changes. So if I were to refresh this in a minute from now, that 6 would change to a 7. And actually it is. Okay, my clock just changed to 3:07. So if I click somewhere and just start typing, there, it changed to a 7. I do have a detailed tutorial on how the today and now functions work, so please check that out. So the last one is the second function. And again, it works the exact same way as the hour and the minute, except it extracts the seconds value from the date and time. And again, it takes the same parameter, the time parameter. If I click on this cell here to pull the time and press return, it should show me 22 because that's the number of seconds in that time. And it does. Just copying and pasting. This one should show me 15, and it does. These are really, really simple functions. They can be used if you ever need to extract the hours, the minutes, or the seconds from a time or date and time. Also, they all will return 0 for a date that doesn't have any time. And I'll just show you that with the second function so you can see. If I type in today, which again does not return a time value, it just returns the date. So the time should be midnight. So this second function should only ever return 0 when there's no time property. And it does. So that's it. 3 really simple functions that just return a portion of the time, hours, minutes, or seconds. Even though these are super simple, I hope this was still informative. Thank you so much for watching. I'm John Martins. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Apple a Day.